We're back. We're back, boys. We're back. What is up, everybody? Sorry, I had some technical difficulties with the stream. It's been like 2 months since I did a live stream for all of you guys on YouTube. So again, if we get any technical difficulties, you got to just bear with me on this one, okay? But I want to say what is up, how is everybody today? We're going to look into quite a few bits for Bitcoin, for Ethereum. I've got about 60% battery on my camera right now. So we'll make it happen, guys. We're going to look into some of the buy targets for Bitcoin. We're going to look into some of the buy targets for Ethereum, Solana, XRP, ICP, right? Maybe even gold and silver and some stocks going into kind of like the midterm of this year. A lot of you guys know that I've been expecting a bottom in October. Okay, so you see a lot of people expect a lot of different things, but I'm sticking to my base case, which is that we have a 12-month decline from peak to trough, and the peak was in October. It was October 6th, I believe it was. Okay, so if we do follow the cycles like we have and we just don't overcomplicate things, then around October should be a time where we should all be looking to buy, guys. So for all of you guys wondering, what my plan is, this is what my plan is. And again, if you haven't liked the stream already, go and like the stream. Even if you're rewatching it, go and like the stream, guys. All right. So what is up, Gambles? What is up? What is up? What is up? We're going to be here every single day now to make sure that we stay on top of things. Okay. So this was kind of what I was looking at before, right? We've got Bitcoin buy targets, ETH buy targets, Solana and XRP. Okay. Kind of like a mixed feeling with the altcoins, but we're going to be just sticking to a very small amount of altcoins going forward, I think. Then we've got some trade setups. We've got some cool stuff from Blowfin for all of you guys, right? If you use code Lecks or whatever the link is in the description, stocks and gold. And then I've got a new channel where I'm basically going to be giving back to people. Okay, so we're going to try and use some of the revenue from this channel, go out, IRL videos, go and help some people. So if you want that, you know what to do. Let me know in the comment section and I will leave a link for that as well, right? We've got the first video coming out next week. Going to be a sick one, guys. Okay. So we should probably start off rather than with Ethereum. We should probably start with Bitcoin, right? So Bitcoin right now, look at Bitcoin. It does not look healthy. There's so many people saying that we're going to pump up to new all-time highs right now, but I don't know where they're getting this from, to be honest, guys. Because how is it going to pump up from all-time highs when we've now printed a lower low on the macro, okay, on the monthly? Looking at the 15-minute chart is one thing, looking at the weekly chart is another thing. But when you're looking at the monthly, you can't really ignore this. And a lot of you guys know that I was looking at these touches here on the trend line. And then when we printed the second angle, this to hold up, right? Once we lost 99K around November, I made the first video where I said to you guys, I think that there's going to be a bear market and I think we're going to roll over. We did. Then we said we're targeting around here, 55K. We've come back, 60K. So I think it's like another, 10% lower to go to get to that 6%-ish, 7%, right? So we're there or thereabouts, but if all you got to do, look at some of the technicals, guys. Look at the MACD. Last time we've started printing our first red candles in the MACD, we're already in a bear market, right? The bear market starts from when we've topped, not when we're at the bear market bottom, guys. Okay, so what's up to everyone in the chat right now as well? If you haven't liked the stream, you know what to do. Go and like the stream. Sorry I had to restart it as well. I'm just a bit of a stream noob. It feels like anyway, guys. All right. But last time, if we measure, we can even go and measure how long the MACD was bearish, right? It was bearish for, let's call that, let's actually get this spot on 60. So it was 17 bars. So it was actually 17 months that the MACD was bearish. Obviously, we printed a bottom on month. Let's go to here, 11, right? So again, that's what we've all been expecting. I can't speak today, guys. It's what we've all been expecting, right? About 11-month decline. And then we started to flip green by this time, right? This is a time when the selling pressure kind of peters off, where we should be looking to accumulate and then ride into this wave here, guys, which probably in the next cycle will bring us back to 125K, maybe a little bit higher. Are we going to go to 200K? We can have a look at that in a second, guys. But the main thing that I'm going to be doing is accumulating as much Bitcoin as possible in the bear market, guys. Okay. So, what would a new bull run look like? I think it's going to be number one, us losing this trend line, but then having a reclaim of probably around 50K, I'd imagine by that time. 50K would be like the green light of we're going into a new bull market. And the reason I say that is because I'd imagine on the way down, we probably will spend some time around 50K. If we drop off to 40K, which I'm targeting, then 50K will probably be a big psychological level to get back above, and it's going to be near the previous all-time high. So right now we're hanging around the all-time high, haven't lost it yet, but I'd imagine when we do lose the all-time high of the previous cycle, you're going to see so much, like so many different news things coming out, right? At the moment is Epstein Satoshi. What do you guys think? I do not think so. What's going on, IC Power? What's up, man? If you're in the chat right now, then say what's up in the chat. Leave a like on the stream. But you'll start to see, like, down here is where, crypto is a scam and it's going to zero and all that sort of stuff. Probably the alien narrative, probably the Epstein narrative, probably a bunch of different things. But I think the reason, a reason why I'm kind of like so more bullish on the next cycle, say for like altcoins and Bitcoin as a whole, is going to be because we're going to be getting QE by that time. So, we had QE around here. We had the announcement that we're going to be less restrictive. Somewhere around here, was it like December or something? And people expect us to turn the money printer on, like straight away. Not going to happen, guys. These things take time, okay? But when the money printer does turn on, trust me, I think we're going to have a big push to the upside, guys, okay? So around 40K, if we can get around here for a buy, and I always show you guys like the order blocks, all that sort of stuff, but it's important to know where people are stepping in for their orders, and especially with size as well, guys, okay? So we looked at this before. Right now, people are getting a bit greedy, I think. 24K on the monthly. If we go to the weekly, it's probably a higher order block there as well. Yeah, there we go. So we've got an order block between like 50K and 55K, right? Which is going to be a break of this trend line. Can it hold? We'll find out. But at 50K, I'll probably buy some more Bitcoin. At 45K, 40K, if we can get it. And then anywhere lower than here, obviously based on time as well, anywhere lower than that, I'm going to be going ham on the Bitcoin buys. Jay Smith, what's up, Jay? Holding cash, I think, a few more. Yeah, I think so as well. I think we got a few more months of downside. But yeah, 55K, probably a good buy, to be honest. It's going to be a generational buy, I'd imagine. But Bitcoin right now, I mean, it lost here, right? This took a long time for us. Was it like 6 months for us to break above it, hold it as support once, and now we've fallen through it the second time? Okay, so you can't really be ultra bullish here on Bitcoin. And that's why I'm expecting further downside over the coming months. I think April probably will be a decent month, right? If we have a couple more months of downside, April might bring us to around here. We have a bit of a bounce, only to a lower high, and then another rollover, and that's going to be real depression for a lot of people, okay? And that's just based on what it's done in previous cycles, right? If we go to the last cycle, if we look at where we are, if we say February, right? February, we had a big drop off, so let's zoom in a little bit more for you guys. And let's go month by month, actually, rather than weekly. If we can zoom out properly. Where we at? Right, February, we'd already had a drop off from January into February. March into April had a little bit of a pump, and then April, May, June, July, obviously different timing of the market, but similarly, this would probably correspond with the April time, this sort of February to March pump. I'd imagine we'd get that in April, May, right? Considering we've already had quite a big drop off over the past 4 months now, guys, okay? A long time. We see ICP at 2, be tempted. Well, we'll have a look at ICP and stuff like that in a second, guys. So don't worry about that. But yeah, I mean, that's kind of my plan right now. We have held support. I'd imagine as soon as we lose support here, it's going to be a cascade of sells, all right? Now, we go to Ethereum, and Ethereum has come back down to this double bottom area, which was here. I believe it was the 1618 target of this move. So this from here to here. This was the breakdown, right? So we've come back down and we've had a perfect retest of it, guys. So 1700. But I would imagine that in the coming months, we probably revisit this lower wick. And I've said to you guys a million times, I'm expecting us to fill the wicks for a lot of these different coins. Ethereum's on that list as well, guys. Okay, so just because it's Ethereum, because it's a large cap, doesn't mean that it can't come down. Obviously, we see Bitcoin come down. Ethereum is already down from its high. How much? 60%. It was 65%. What does 70% look like? Oh, right. 70% would bring us back down to here. What was the last drop off in the last bull run? It might have been a bit more than 70%, actually. Yeah, it was 80%. If you go to the candle body close, it was about 78%, right? So a lot of volatility, but in this time, if we do get like 1300 again, the same way that I bought down here, and like anything from like a K and under, I'm going to be buying heavy on Ethereum. And again, similar outlook, I think with QE in the next cycle, there's going to be a lot of opportunity for a lot of gains to come, right? So Ethereum key levels that I'm going to be looking to buy is going to be under 1700 to around 1.35, 1.385k, and then anywhere under 1.3k, I'll probably do like a weekly DCA in to Ethereum. So my main holdings probably will be Bitcoin, Ethereum, and then maybe some other altcoins as well. So yeah, you guys let me know what your plan is in the chat as well. Only 3 people in the chat. It seems like nobody wants to nobody wants to know about crypto at the moment, guys, which is fair. All right, maybe some people will come and watch it later, but yeah, have you guys taken any profs? Let me know, because I don't think many people did take profits, right? Here are some of my take profit levels. Took profit here, and then I actually took profit on ETH like there, like this wick here. So again, still had a couple of ETH just to ride from 1.3k, but the majority of it's gone. We want to try and reaccumulate into the bear market. And I had a conversation with one of my friends actually, and I said to him, I was like, why would you not want to sell your crypto and then reaccumulate in the bear? And he said to me, he's like, oh, I don't really want to be bothering with trading and blah, blah, blah. Basically, it was an excuse of laziness for him, not because he didn't, because he couldn't sell. It's just that he didn't care to sell. And I thought, if crypto dumps 50, 60% from the highs, why would you not want to then reaccumulate in the bear market at the lows? If you really believe in this coin, you're going to get like double your stack, maybe 2.5 times your stack. So that's kind of what my outlook is for buying and selling, guys. Some people do just hodl though. Gambles, you're a hodler. Hodling's not bad, to be honest, guys. Hodling's not bad, especially if it's like quality assets like Bitcoin, ETH. One of the things that I hodled was this, my silver stack. I don't even know what to do with this right now, guys. Do I buy it? Do I sell it? I feel like I can't buy it this level. I want to DCA out a little bit. $84 for a silver ounce is insane. And that's another thing that I wanted to speak about today, guys, is how we're gonna diversify the portfolio. So probably on the channel next year, I tried to make a few silver and gold videos earlier in the year. People didn't really want to know about silver and gold. They said, why should we buy it? And I mean, it's outperformed a lot of altcoins, right? So right now we're still up like 350%. To that all-time high was 500%. I mean, similarly with gold, my gold buy, I don't know why this chart is not showing anything. My gold buy was 1700. So it was like, it was like here somewhere. Oh, let's not do that. It was somewhere around here in like 2023 or something like that. I think it was that I got it. And yeah, amazing opportunity here, guys. So I don't want you guys to look at gold now and think, or silver and think, oh my god, should I FOMO into it? When look at the chart, okay? You want to be making sure that if it does crash, you don't get fearful and then not DCA in. The same way we can DCA into stocks as well, right? If you look at the S&P, obviously going mad. If we do get some sell-offs into maybe summer of this year, you'd be looking to DCA into gold, into silver, into Bitcoin, into the S&P, right? And the thing is, you want to be making sure that you're stacking cash as well, like some of you guys said that you are, all right? Would you prioritize buying Bitcoin over ETH at the bottom? I personally would. I want to have a long-term Bitcoin stack, right? And I want to be making sure that I get as much Bitcoin as possible. I think ETH is going to do well, but I think as a safer play, and you know, if we look at Bitcoin now, guys, you compare it to ETH, yeah, based on price is one thing, but even the sell-off, right? We've had a sell-off of 40%, maybe say 50%. If we manage to buy the bear market lows, and I didn't buy it at 16, I bought it at 20, but I didn't buy enough as well, guys. So I don't want to be one of these LARPs that like, yeah, I bought loads of Bitcoin. I didn't buy enough, but still up 218% from the previous bear market low. And do I think it's going to go back down to that bear market low? No. Can we say the same thing for Ethereum? No. We can say we don't think it's going to, but guess what? It did, right? From that previous high at 4K, went down to a bear market low of like a K, came back up, came back down to basically a K, right? So you're not really, it's a bit of a risky one with Ethereum, how I see it. But yeah, time in the market versus time in the market. Agree. I think you just got to have time in the market, guys. Got to have time in the market. Let's have a look. I think Bitcoin will bottom this year with mid 40s. Yeah, I can't imagine it going lower than 40, to be honest. And I think that I don't even know if that's a bit of hopium for me, to be honest, guys, because we're really like close to the highly likely, right? Highly likely is this top line here, 55K. If we don't get highly likely, then I've completely fucked it. Likely 42K, and then opportunity of a lifetime 31K. If we get it, then all of us have to, like, I'll be live streaming every day to say to you guys, not financial advice, but you should buy some Bitcoin. Okay. That would be an amazing opportunity of a lifetime. If we get down here, I feel like the whole world is going to have to be ending at this point to get a 31K Bitcoin, because that will be insane. But even a 40K Bitcoin, I think people kind of still feel like that's a little bit expensive. I don't know. What do you think? Like when Bitcoin was at 40 around here, I'm sure a lot of people felt like, oh, it's near the previous all-time high. It's a bit expensive. They want to buy. I missed the boat. When really, you didn't really miss the boat at all. And if in next cycle, you know, it pushes 150, 200K, right? You'd be laughing. 200K, 500%. Someone actually said to me in the comments as well, they were like, why are you looking to buy Bitcoin? Why are you talking about Bitcoin when you're only going to get a few 100%? Guys, I think we've become a little bit delusional with our expectations. Like a few 100% in a couple of years in traditional finance, you're not getting that. Okay, maybe once in a lifetime, but you're not getting that. You're not getting that every 4 years. And you know, if we bottomed at 40K and we got 200%, obviously it's going to be 500%. Sorry, it's going to be 200K. How much did we get this cycle? Was it 700%? 719. So even if we got, yes, it's not even, if we've got like 350%, right? We halved it. What's that going to bring us to? Just shy of 200, 193. Oh, maybe I've done the maths wrong on that one then. 500 would be well over 250K, wouldn't it? My bad. Yeah. I know what you mean about thinking that 15K was expensive. I thought 15K was expensive. And that's because like loads of people that I watched at the time that were credible, they said that we're going to 10K. I actually watched one guy and he was like, you know, if you're stressing over 10K to 15K and then we go to 100, which we did, you're going to be kicking yourself that, you know, a few K was kind of stopping you from getting all of these hundreds of percents. That's kind of how I look at it with a lot of these assets as well. But yeah, we don't make the same mistake. Another mistake we don't want to make is not taking profits, you know, being too greedy. One thing that I wanted to show you guys was, I know the XRP fam, if any of you guys are the XRP fam, you can let me know. But the XRP moon boys are nutcases. They'll tell me these crazy price predictions for XRP. And again, this is one of my charts from ages ago, right? We were tracking this for so long. And then it just exploded. Went to $3. And it's like, how greedy do you want to get? That's another lesson that we all need to have. I think I bought quite a lot at 30p, a lot at 60p. But when it goes to $3 and you haven't sold, and it's gone to $3 in the space of a few months, that's another lesson that you've got to have as well, right? You know, these pumps don't last forever. I think probably based on the last cycle. We had a bit of different monetary policy. The pumps lasted a little bit longer, but the asset is maturing. Okay, so we shouldn't really be, or the asset class, sorry, we shouldn't really be expecting these prolonged 6 to 8 months of upside anymore. I think the more people that enter the space, the smaller amount or the smaller length of time we're going to get for this upside, right? Last time we got what, 3 months of a breakout. Maybe next cycle, some coins only break out for like a month and a half, 2 months. And you've got to be prepared to just take profits on the way up, okay? Because even with XRP, we took quite a lot. Is my thing frozen again? Oh, I think my trading view is bugging out. Yeah, it's only showing Ethereum, isn't it? That's so weird. Give me 1 sec, guys. I don't know what is up with my trading view today. It's like frozen on Ethereum. I might have to restart it. Let's restart the trading view. But what are you guys doing with your 2026, right? What's your plan? You guys still got your jobs? Are you saving up money for your jobs? Are you like completely done with crypto? I think a lot of people are super done with crypto at the moment. Right, they don't want to come back in. They feel like it was a scam. They feel like they got scammed. When really, I mean, yeah, some of us had probably a bit too high expectations, but I wouldn't say it's a scam, to be honest. There was money to be made. What's your plan? Mr. What's up, Chris? Don't worry, man. This is like I'm having technical difficulties with this stream today. I don't know what's going on. But am I going to try and buy alts when Bitcoin seems to bottom, or just Bitcoin ETH? I'm just going to do Bitcoin ETH first, guys. Just Bitcoin and ETH, and then after that we can look at some other altcoins, right? But really, do we need to be going that hard with altcoins if we can get safer plays? What about Aero? We'll look at Aero as well. Good target to jump in again. We'll look at Aero. With a lot of these altcoins, like I said, I'll show you guys the others chart in a minute, but I think with some of these altcoins, we just need to expect downside while Bitcoin's going down, right? If we're expecting Bitcoin to go to like 50k, 40k, these moon boys that are saying that, you know, altcoins have bottomed now and others is breaking out is a load of BS, to be honest. We're already 6 weeks. Yeah, I know. That's another thing as well. I'm saying that it's like a year to bottom, and if we topped in October, we're already October, November, December, January, February, right? We've done quite a few months through it. But yeah, I know a lot of you guys are accumulating ICP as well. Some of you, I saw someone online as well selling a node, like a 7k node for 2k. I was tempted. I was tempted to buy it. Right, let's see if this trading view is working so I can show you guys what I meant for XRP. Then we can look at some other altcoins as well. See if my OBS wants to work. It's not working. Right, window capture. Is it working? Please work. Hey, we're back. we're back. Good. So yeah, I mean, look, we want to be buying altcoins when they're down here. Let's just remove everything that happened in the last cycle. Or in this cycle, sorry. But mad gains come back down. They will come back down. And it's probably not until Bitcoin has a significant move that we see altcoins break out like this, right? This was what, 2025 that XRP broke out. If we go to Bitcoin, by 2025, Bitcoin was already at a new all-time high. So again, even if you wanted to buy altcoins, it would make sense that you buy Bitcoin because it's going to have the first mover advantage, right? So that's probably what I would do, to be honest. You guys can let me know what your plan is. But yeah, what altcoins do you guys want me to look at? What altcoins do you want me to look at? Another thing for all of you guys who joined the live a little bit late, I was showing you guys Basically, Bitcoin buy targets like 40k, ETH buy targets. We're looking at Solana, XRP, ICP, and then we've got some stuff from Blowfin for you guys. Then we're going to look at stocks and silver as well. But what altcoins? You want to look at Filecoin? We can have a look at that. I think Filecoin's probably in a bin. You know what? Let's just do Solana first. We'll do XRP and ICP as well. We've done XRP already. But I think for XRP, where are you gone? I'd imagine it comes all the way back down. And, you know, we've really started to print a lower low in the price, even though it's just a wick on the monthly. We go to the daily, and I think most likely we're going to roll over. And if we do start to lose that, we're probably going to give back all of the gains, right? All of the gains are going to be given back, right? So XRP, I probably will buy more XRP. And if we get sub $1, I'll be interested in XRP. But for now, probably not looking at buying anytime soon. We look at Sol, right? Sol, I think I spoke about Sol somewhere around $200, not getting a new all-time high. And it hasn't got a new all-time high because it's printed the lower highs and it's now printed lower lows in the price. So you can't really be too bullish on Sol here either. My trading view is still not working. What is going on? My OBS is like really bugging out, guys. Sorry. What the hell? Maybe that works. I don't know. We'll see. Did that work? Sorry, guys. What a fantastic stream. What a great stream. Jesus Christ. You got to give me a few streams to get back on the flow of it. I don't know why I was doing that. Yeah, my trading view did freeze. Sorry, bro. If it freezes, let me know in the chat, please, because I don't know what is going on with my computer today. It's like bugging out hard. But yeah, so look at it. Lower high, lower low. Probably going to give back the gains. Maybe it just trickles down this line. Maybe not. I don't know. Sol doesn't look too good. We looked at ETH as well. But Aero is another one. Come all the way back down to 30 cents, which is horrendous, right? Unfortunately, it's lost a macro level here, okay, on the daily. So I'd imagine with a lot of these altcoins, they just continue to bleed, right, going until the end of the year. And if we're looking for reversal rallies or we're looking for counter trend rallies, like say for Aero, it's like super obvious where it would go to, right? Can you guys see? It's probably like if it gets counter trend rallies, the most it's going to go up to at the absolute most hopium would be this white line here. And maybe that's like a scam pump, exit liquidity pump to get people back in. They think that the altcoins are going to break out and then they don't, then it reverses again just to get people even more wrecked. One thing that it reminds me of is the ICP pump. We literally got that for ICP. So we couldn't get above this trend line here. And I don't imagine we're going to get above the trend line until the end of the year, really. Whenever we get a breakout for altcoins again, right? This cycle wasn't the altcoin cycle. And I do think that it's going to give a lot of people PTSD. They're not going to want to buy altcoins. I will still buy altcoins in the next cycle, but not to the extent I did in this cycle. If that's going to be a good thing or a bad thing, I don't know. We'll find out. But you look at things like ICP, and from like a non-biased perspective, I've said to all of you guys, I'm expecting wicks to fill. We still got a long way down, guys. Okay, $1.16 ICP. If we got that, I think that would be a very tempting area for me to buy a heavy amount of ICP. But we got to remember, it's psychological as well, right? I'm not a robot. When we get down, it's going to be negative 50%. So yeah, we'll see if I've got the balls for that, guys, because it's not easy, right? As much as I say these things to you, like buying lows is not easy. It's not easy, and anyone that claims that it is are liars. Wee, stock holiday. Boo, 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 boo. What's up, my man? Everybody in the chat, if you're not following Stock Holiday already, then make sure you go and follow him because he's a G. He's a G. He's been here for the past few years now. I think it is Stock as well, isn't it? You've been grinding away, giving a lot of real advice for people that need to hear it, right? So go and follow Stock Holiday. What's up, my man? Can I even pin that? I don't know if I can pin that, but I liked it for you, bro. Thanks for the dono, man. Appreciate it. Right, so we're not frozen anymore, right? We're not frozen. And let me know what other things you want me to look at. I'm going to look at Filecoin for gambles in a minute as well. Oh, correct meme coins like Brett. Yeah, no problem, man. Of course, of course. I want to show you guys like what I look at, like from a non-biased perspective as well, because I think a lot of people, unfortunately, like when I don't really watch any crypto YouTube or anything like that. The only thing that I really watch is I watch people like Benjamin Cowen, who's like non-biased, right? We watch Camel as well, non-biased. Bit hit and miss with Camel sometimes. I think he sometimes gets stuck in his own thoughts and doesn't want to pivot quick enough. But still, we watch people who are not just going to constantly shove the thing that you want to hear down your throat, guys. All right. So let's have a look at Filecoin for you. Let's have a look. Filecoin. Oh no. Oh no. Oh no. Oh no. Yeah, Filecoin doesn't look great. I actually had high hopes for Filecoin in this cycle, and I thought some of the Dino coins were going to do well. You know, especially the narrative for Filecoin, but you know, it does. We can't really say it looks great here. I think a lot of the coins, you know, that lose their previous lows. Now all eyes should be like on there. Frozen again. No way. No way. All right, hold on. Am I gonna have to like? I don't know why it's freezing like this. That's crazy. Jesus Christ. L frozen cameraman. What the? Are we back? Ah. Jesus. Thank you. Filecoin. Right. I need to keep my eye on the chat. What's up, William? Yeah, any coin that's like gone below the bear market lows of the previous cycle, you know, you gotta be careful with that because these things could just bleed to zero. And you hear it loads, like people saying, oh, you know, most coins will go to zero. Literally, this is an example of no matter the narrative behind it, you gotta be careful. There's no coin that's safe. Doesn't mean that Filecoin can't reverse and can't recover, definitely not. But you know, you've got to be careful with these things, guys. And that's another reason why we put a lot of our stack into Bitcoin. Let's see if it freezes right now. Is it going to piss me off? Have we frozen? My stream is behind you guys, so I don't know. No, it didn't freeze. Okay, cool. But this is why we look into things like Bitcoin, guys, because it's very highly unlikely that's ever going to happen to Bitcoin. And if it does, we got bigger worries, right? We got bigger worries in our life than altcoins if Bitcoin goes to zero. All right. So yeah, that's why we kind of are going to look into that a little bit more. All right. So let's have a look to see what else. No working. ICP chart is just a sad story. Yeah, I mean, it is at the moment. It's doing exactly what I said I didn't want to happen with the other coin, well, with Filecoin, right? It's lost its previous bear market low, which sucks. Okay, absolutely sucks. But you know what? If I go to, let's have a look at TradingView actually. Not TradingView, sorry, Coin Market Cap. Let's see what the whole market's looking like. And what's up to everybody new in the chat as well? What is up to everyone? Whoever wants to leave a coin for you guys to for me to look at, just let me know. Right. Right, we're gonna have to do this and just hope the password doesn't leak. Hope no passwords leak because that would suck. But I mean, yeah, the whole market is not looking great right now. Crazy to think that Fear and greed, I think, is at an all-time low, isn't it? It went to an all-time low yesterday of like 8, which is crazy. Okay, so altcoin season index, never got one. Absolutely sucks. Don't think we'll get one for a while. Look at Bitcoin dominance, still on a rise. So another thing that we were looking at was like Bitcoin dominance, Ethereum dominance as well to continue to rise. We didn't get that. I think in the bear market, this will continue to probably to rise. Maybe it's like 60, 70% before we get any significant drop off and, confidence back into other altcoins, right? We need the king to do well for our little babies to do well. Okay. If Bitcoin's not doing anything, then we can't really have any hope for our altcoins anytime soon. Maybe we'll get some random pumps, maybe some meme coins will pump, but other than that, we shouldn't really be expecting anything. So yeah, well, I'm gonna look at things a little bit differently, I think, in the next cycle, guys. But yeah, let me know what you're still holding. Are you still holding any coins? Let's go back to trading view. Bought ICP yesterday, cheap. Yeah, that's fair. That's fair. That's fair. Like I said, I wouldn't be buying ICP until this wick fills. And if it doesn't fill, then that's just my fat L, and I have to take that L, you know. So yeah, coins really looking at Bitcoin, ETH, gold, silver, maybe some Solana and XRP if they do go back to lows. It's a shame about some of the RWA coins as well, right? Ondo was one that I was looking at for ages, and I thought, whoa, I thought Ondo would do really well. Unfortunately, it didn't do as well as what I would have liked. And that's another thing, like when we're looking at coins, say like Ondo, which are like tokenizing real world assets, we need to see the proof as well. We need to see actual real world adoption. And if we don't get that, then, you see things like this happen. And there will be coins that we can get in the next cycle that, maybe we can get in really early, ride the wave up, and then get out pretty quick. But things like Ondo, I had a longer term outlook on. So I kind of wanted to hold on a little bit longer with Ondo. So Ondo was like one of my L's in my RWA portfolio for this cycle. I think majority of my Ondo, I got like 40 cents, 50 cents. Was it 60? Right, yeah, around 60 cents. So not looking good. It doesn't look good, big man. Only staking BTC and trading alts in the next run. Yeah, that's not, or stacking even. Yeah, that's not bad. That's not bad. That's not bad. That's probably a good way to do it. But 67K, where are we going to be going over the next day or so? I think we're going to continue to roll over, to be honest, guys. I made a video earlier today and I was like, I'm not going to post it. I'll just make a live for you guys to watch back. And it was somewhere around here. I was tempted to short it. Didn't short it. We'll see if it rolls over. But I think if we get a double bottom, then I'm going to be wanting to do a long out of here, guys. And oh, we've frozen again. Man, this is so annoying. I don't know why it's doing this. Display capture. Just do that then. All right, there we go. Yeah, I want to get a double bottom from here, guys. And hopefully long it if it does hold. If it doesn't hold, then we could just take a small L. And one thing that I'm going to be doing is trading through Blowfin. There's a link in the description as well. I think you guys get some free trading funds where you can just trade for free and keep the profits. So if you want to do that, then you can just sign up with my linky link and then, yeah, just get some free money, to be honest, guys. And if it doesn't work out, then you haven't lost any money, which is good. But yeah, Bitcoin, I think we're going to continue to roll over. Things won't go down forever, but for now, very clear downtrend. Another indicator that we want to look at, we looked at the super trend before. I don't know what the super trend is looking like right now. I think when it started to flip red, when was it? Around here-ish. That was a kind of like a big indicator to say we need to be a bit more bearish. When was this? This was November. So again, everybody who's telling you that we're going to go to a new all-time high right now, chart's not showing that. I think a good indicator is the super trend. You can see here from the bottom, Super trend flip green, probably like around here, right? So around 20-ish K. You're not going to get the exact bottom, not going to get the exact top, but you can use things like this to, you know, kind of help you rationalize what's going on as well, right? We always want to be a bit hopeful in the market and hope that things are going to go on a bit longer than they don't, right? So super trend, that's going to be another thing that we're going to be looking at in the bear market for a confirmation of a bottom, right? There's going to be a lot of different bottom confirmations. And that'll be one of them. Sorry about my gulp there, guys. A super trend does not look good. We fell out quite a lot from it. I didn't even look at this for a long time, actually. Gaussian, bow. The minute that we lost this Gaussian, I think was when I started to make videos on the channel telling you guys, like, we got to be careful now. And we're now underneath it. So probably within the next few weeks, we're going to start to see this part happen. Right after a sharp drop off, you know, maybe a month or so, 2 months, we'll start to see that red. And then when we re-enter the Gaussian, we can probably, this will be like my entry to say get long on spot as well. Do you own any meme coins? No, not anymore. I sold all my meme coins. I didn't, like, I kind of wish I went harder on meme coins in this cycle than I did. Right, I made a decent-ish amount on a few meme coins, but like nothing crazy like what some other guys were doing. And that's another thing we need to look at as well, right? So I think in the last cycle, we had the NFTs like around here. This cycle, we had meme coins pushing things like Solana and Sui and stuff like that to new all-time highs. We'll find out what the next thing is going to be. I've actually got a video coming out on what I think one of the next things will be, and that's going to be like crypto gambling platforms. I think that will be maybe like a Solana native crypto gambling platform. Probably would push the price up, or, you know, depending on what the coin is, what the hot coin is of next cycle. But yeah, meme coins, not really. I held a bit of Pepe, I held some Doge a little bit longer than I should have, but yeah. I traded some ICP meme coins as well. And I didn't want to do it anymore because when I got out and I sold them, people on Twitter started atting me saying that I was cheating the bags. And now those coins, you know, from the price that I got them anyway, are worth zero. And it's just a toxic community sometimes. I don't want to hear the truth. But yeah, man, AI coins, what's going to happen with that? Tau, I was expecting Tau to come back down to fill this wick, to be honest. What was this, 100 and what? 140? I think I made a video on Tau a while ago saying, and again, I mine Tau as well. So I'm going to be mining at this price. I'm going to be holding and accumulating Tau at, you know, probably $100, something like that as well, trying to get as much as I can. But yeah, Tau, one of the coins now where it's filled the wick. That's when I'm interested in the coin. Okay, maybe we start to fall through the wick, but with things like this, if I can get it for free, if I can mine it, then I'll be using that as much as I can. And then we've already flipped bearish on the Gaussian bull market entry, maybe when we do start to reclaim that again, guys. Okay, so we'll see how that one plays out. What other coins you guys want me to look at? I think I froze again, didn't I? I shouldn't have froze. There we go. I shouldn't have froze. I don't know why I did freeze there. That's weird. All right, maybe my computer's just having a bit of a hard time, but I'm going to be streaming every day for you guys to keep up to date with all of you. All right, and try and figure out when is a good time to buy, when is a good time to sell some of our coins in the next cycle. But for now, the main thing that we got to look at is Bitcoin, guys. Expecting 60K to come in the coming weeks. If it goes lower, we were expecting that, so we shouldn't get too upset with that, right? We should be expecting 55K. We should want that to come. We should want 45K to come, 42K to come, 40K to come. And if it does, then we deploy, and I'll be making sure that I show you guys like live when I do do some buys as well, guys. Okay, so probably not too much to speak about today, to be honest. I hope everyone's doing well. I hope that you're able to survive into the next bit, the next bull market. Sorry that my voice is fucked as well. I've got a bit of a sore throat at the moment. But yeah, Bitcoin. I think we're gonna. Santi, what's up, man? What's up, man? We're just chilling. There's no music today, unfortunately, which is a bit boring, but just joining. Yeah, I'm just showing the guys some of the charts that I was looking at and like how we're gonna navigate in the next bull run. One thing I wanted to show you guys as well. Boom. I know that wasn't picking up my voice, but basically, I was saying to you guys in the next live, if you want to trade with me and you want to get in some of the trades, then you can use the code for Blowfin, get some free money, use that to trade, and then we can like do it together if you guys want to do that. So, link for that is in the pinned comment or description or one or the other. Where's BTC going? It's going down. Unfortunately, we were saying that expecting like the highly likely at 55k or maybe even 42, 43k is where I'd be expecting Bitcoin to go. I think I need to turn my fan on. If you can hear the fan, unlucky. You shouldn't be able to hear it. Oh, that's so much better. But yeah, 50, 55-ish K, I think. Doesn't mean we've got to go down in a straight line, but I'd imagine, you know, we get continued sell pressure in the coming weeks. These are my buy levels as well, Santi, right? So we're looking at these for buy levels. Also, right, anyone watching it, has anyone been seeing loads of these guys talk about liquidity pools? I've been seeing that all over my timeline right now. Liquidity, liquidity, liquidity. And I'm like, you got to be careful with the liquidity pools, guys. Because sometimes it can be better just to hold the asset at a lower price and ride it up rather than trying to earn fees, right? If say you entered a, I don't know, an ETH liquidity pool right now at 1900 and then it doubles to 4k and you haven't made 2k from the pool, you are better off just holding the asset. Excuse me. Let me know if any of you guys have been seeing that because I've been seeing it everywhere. What's up to everyone in the chat as well? If you're watching, old or new, what is up? I know there's going to be some of you guys who comment and you're like, oh my God, I missed the live. Don't worry about it. We'll go live every day now going forward. I'm probably going to try and go live like the same time every day, maybe for like an hour or so every day, but I think my battery's about to die. So yeah, man, look, guys, I'm going to go live again tomorrow. Hopefully we'll just be able to get some trades on tomorrow. It'll be more of a fun one tomorrow as well. I feel like today was a little bit boring. Just a bit of a catch up, right, to show you guys what I'm looking at. Tomorrow, we're going to try and do some live trades. I said to you guys before that I wanted to do like a 10% a day challenge where basically if we got like $1,000 portfolio, 10% is $100. We scale that, right? So you could start from $100. You could start from, I don't know, $50, $500, whatever. And then we scale the portfolio up in the bear market and show that we can make money going up and going down as well, guys. Okay, so we'll be doing that tomorrow. Make sure you got your post notifications on for that one. And yeah, thank you for everyone who tuned in today. Remember, if you haven't already, go and check out Stock Holidays YouTube channel, right? Guys, I'm going to love you and leave you. If anyone plays PlayStation and you're into Arc Raiders, hit me up. Hit me up, because that is my downtime at the moment, right, when we're not looking at charts and stuff like that, guys. But yeah, right, we're going to end stream. I'll be back tomorrow, probably a little bit earlier, maybe like 2 p.m. UTC, something like that. We'll get some live trades in, but great one. All right, thanks, William. How much you starting with for the challenge? I'm just probably going to do $1,000 to be honest. I say just, I know it's a lot, but I'll probably do $1,000 so that you guys can visualize it a bit better. So what I'll do is I'll probably be doing like low-ish leverage, maybe 5x leverage. If I have like a really high confidence trade setup, I'll do a 10x leverage, and then we'll try and get like a 1% to 2% move a day. If we look in today's channel, you know what, before I even stop, let's see if there was a trade setup for today. Can we copy trade? Yeah, you can copy trade. I think there might be I don't know if there's a copy trade thing on Blowfin. I haven't set one up, but you could follow the trades if that makes sense. I'll give you guys all the link and everything, and you can do that alongside me as well. But let's say right now we shorted this because we're right at the top of the Gaussian on the 15-minute, right? It probably would make sense to short it. We could short it down to the median. 10x leverage, that's about 8%. All the way to the bottom, that is 17%, right? So we could do like a really tight stop above here. So let me just do like a practice one. We'd do a short position from here. That would be the stop. We target down here, maybe target a little bit lower, maybe like down there. And then the risk to reward, we're risking about, on a 10x, you're risking 10% of your portfolio. You could get 25%, right? So that would be like an example, like super rough stuff here, guys. Oh, it's frozen again. Fantastic. Tomorrow we're going to make sure it's not frozen because this is actually very annoying. There we go. Right. Gambles, you're the man, you know. You're the man. I'm so sorry about this. It's just like, the thing is, I've got like a brand new camera, right? A brand new expensive fucking camera. I've got the new Rode microphone things, right? These little things, which should make the audio better. And it took me ages to set them up. These little things here, if you can see it, right? And still the stream is shit. So annoying. Anyway, look. So we try and short this Gaussian. I'm going to move that over here. Because it just makes sense, right? We're at the top of the Gaussian on the 15-minute. Not like, it's not 100% confirmed trade setup. Not the highest confidence thing. We'd obviously need to look at some other indicators as well. But we could short it down from there to there. And then that would be, you know, 10% to the median, 20% to the bottom. That's your $1,000 into 1,100 into 1,200. Okay? So, okay, I'm not saying to enter that now, by the way, because I would need to look at a few other things as well. And especially trading the shorter term time frame can be a bit more volatile, a bit more risky. So remember, these things are high risk. You've got to be careful with what you do. We can come back to this tomorrow and we can see if we would have got stopped out or not, right? Probably would have put this to like here. Is that in line? Yeah, it's about that, right? I've locked it. There we go. We'll see if we got stopped out on that tomorrow or not. But yeah, we'll do that. Make sure if you haven't got Blowfin, then use the link in the pinned comment. Let me see if I've actually got a link for you guys. Let's have a look. Let's have a look. You guys can do that now, and then it should give you guys some free trading funds as well. Bang. There you go. Pin. Go and use that one. And then we can all trade for free tomorrow, pretty much, guys. But, yeah. All right. Boys and girls and whatever you identify as in 2026. Take care of yourself. We'll be back tomorrow. Back with more updates. Let me know what coins you want me to cover in tomorrow's live stream as well. Make sure you're here every day. And let's try and make some money when we're going up and going down, guys. But, yeah. I'm a peace out for now. Thank you for everyone who did join. I'm see you guys tomorrow. Peace.